Hello, everybody. Mm. So, PMC Africa welcomes you. And today we have uh, Mohana Madhuri Mallaji along with us to speak on spiritual tablets. She's a spiritual coach currently based in USA, but originally from Andhra Pradesh, India. And she embarked on her spiritual journey in 2011 under the guidance of family, gurus, and mentors. And her path was shaped by observing others on their spiritual journeys, sparking a deep interest in meditation. Central to her philosophy is the conviction that the clarity of thoughts empowers individual to shape their reality. She actively engages in exploring the spiritual concepts such as self love, manifestation, self healing, and addressing mental health challenges through practical methods. And meditation, avid reading, surrounding oneself with positive influences, and integrating spiritual insights into daily life are her core practices in Mohana's approach. Her journey underscores a commitment to personal growth and helping others harness their spiritual principle in their lives. So, this is her beautiful introduction, and let's call upon her. And Mohana ji, you are very much welcome here, and please start with your presentation. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Mamtaji, for a warm welcoming and introduction. Very happy to see we are spreading all over the world uh, the meditation as well as the spiritual knowledge, which is developed by, specially developed for health and grooming ourselves by
Mohana ji,
spiritual
your
tablets.
video is not on, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, once again. Is that fine now?
Yeah, good enough.
Okay.
And also, I think she's not pinned. Did I pin her now?
Can you please make I log in two ways. Can you please make other Mohana Mathuri also a co-host because I want to share from that.
Uh, and do I need to pin that as well? Okay, just a second.
Yeah. I think I got it. Thank you. Yeah. Um, it's I started my journey with spiritual tablets. So I am still learning many things, and I'll try to uh, present here whatever I know along with my experiences. So let's start the presentation. Today we are going to cover uh, once again. If my screen is, did I share my screen? And the screen is visible.
Mohana ji, you can share the screen. I think you are a co-host.
Yeah,
Yes.
are you able to see now?
No,
Yes.
madam, can we do meditation for 10 minutes? First do meditation, then
Okay. Yeah. So sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Definitely we can meditate and start the thing. Yeah. So let me guide you initially, then we'll start the music. Let's all sit in a
You
comfortable posture.
will you share music or you want me to share it?
Yeah, I will share it. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I may share it, I may not share it. Maybe let's see how the flow goes. Let's all sit in a comfortable posture. Fingers into fingers. With a beautiful smile, gently close your eyes and slowly move your awareness at your nostril point, where the normal natural process goes, the inhalation and exhalation. Just be with your breath. Just be with your normal natural breathing. Let's all connect with our higher self and connect with the consciousness of Khatriji, Mahavatar Babaji, and all the Ashtar Gurus. Be with your breath friends. Be with your normal, natural breathing. Let's all connect with our sound energy. The sound energy always calms us with its own frequency. Be with your breath friends. Be with your normal, natural breathing. Please remove your specs. Be with your breath, friends. Last 2 minutes. Okay, friends. Whenever you're ready, express your gratitude to the consciousness which is present here right now. Express gratitude to your parents, family, and friends. Appreciate yourself. And whenever you're ready, keep your both palms on your eyes. With a beautiful smile, open your eyes, please. Hello, friends. Welcome back again. I hope you meditated well last 10 minutes. And today's our topic is I'm going to cover today
Madhuri madam, can you
Two
be a bit
tablets.
louder? I mean, your voice is
Sorry,
low. Now, can you be a bit louder? Your voice is low. I was at the
is it
same for
fine now?
everyone or for me only? And
Is it fine now? Can you
It's
please
audible,
check?
ma'am.
Is it fine now? Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. I don't know. Yeah. So, today we are going to cover, I'm going to cover two tablets. Today I'm going to cover two tablets thing. In that, the first topic is direct and indirect evidence. So, direct evidence means uh, our eyes are direct evidence to everything. Whatever we witness it is with our eyes we witness it. Like whatever related to physical world related stuff, we witness with our eyes, open eyes, right? At the same time, when we close our eyes uh, and while meditating, so then we witness our third eye. With our third eye, we witness things like visions or whatever we see, whatever we experience. Uh, okay, whatever we see and whatever we experience, will experience with our third eye, right? So third eye has many things in it. Going forward, we'll talk about it. So, so here, direct evidence. When we experience something, we always say this word. Um, when we witness with our eyes, then only we um, believe in it, right? So more for most of the things we use this terminology. I want to witness it, then only I will believe it. So in the same way, um, in our physical world, we witness it and we learn from it. And in our spiritual path also, the same way, uh, we witness it, whatever it comes in front of us through maybe uh, in a different ways, maybe in a coincidental way, the guidance we take it. At the same time, in other ways also, we witness and we take the guidance. So, with a naked eye, whatever we see, that is our experience, be it in a physical world related stuff, be it in a spiritual world related stuff. Once we go deeper and deeper into meditation stuff, um, uh, it changes to whatever we see with our naked eyes. That is also not the true. Something like that we experience it, but that's a different story again. It's okay. But whatever we experience with our naked eye, that is that is really we believe in it and we understand the things and we take the decisions and we we frame our understandings related to it, right? So here there is a story. Um, it is something called there is a village in a village in that one person mistakenly he cuts his nose, this part of his nose, this sharper part of his nose, and mistakenly he cuts his nose and to avoid the uh, like whatever the friends and the other people they tease him, right? Your nose is cut, something like that. To avoid those comments and the teasing, he cooked up a story like, I cut this thing and like I cut my nose to witness the real avatar of Sri Mahavishnu. So people believed him And when we take the God's name, people always try to experiment it, try to implement it, right, immediately, because God is very powerful thing. So when he started saying that, few people believed in him and they started cutting their nose and they followed the same thing because they don't want to say that I didn't witness Narayana or Sri Mahavishnu, I didn't witness him because people people think that maybe he's experiencing it, I'm not experiencing it, or they might understood that it is just a like whatever he said, we just followed it. But we need to tell the other people also, otherwise people will tease me again with the thing. They spread this word like anything, and people started cutting their nose. And this thing reached to the king of that village, and he says that, see, I have all these things with me. I have a good status, I have money, I have respect, everything, but I couldn't experience the God. When if I cut my nose, I if I cut my nose, I can witness the God. So let me also do it, and then let me also witness the God. So he is ready to do that, the king. Then that is the ultimate goal for me to witness the God. But the king has a very intelligent mantri where he's not ready to believe that thing. So what he says is, I never heard about this thing like somebody in our scriptures or anywhere it's not written like when you cut your nose you can witness a God. So he didn't believe in it. Then he, to calm down the king, he told that before you cut your nose, I will cut my nose. If I'm able to experience a God, then definitely I will allow you also to cut your nose. So they all decide one day, and all the people assemble, and all these people are very stubborn, and they are saying, please cut your nose. You will be able to experience the divine energy, divine um, avatar of the Mahavishnu. But they are not ready to agree that they are saying lie. Then the monthly he announced that if I'm going to do that, I'm going to cut my nose and experience it. If anything I'm not able to see, then I will I will cut all your heads. Something like that he says, and he is ready to cut his nose. Before that, one of the person in that group who cut their noses, so he comes and he says that, see, we didn't witness any God. We just, as the one person started doing it, and we started doing it, and it just spreaded in that way. Nobody has witnessed Lord, Lord Sri Mahavishnu here. So when he told, then he realized that these people are saying lie. And he says to the king, he expresses that there is two things in it. One is direct evidence. One is indirect evidence. Direct evidence is something where we see with our eyes and believe and go from there. One is indirect evidence, where we listen to the things and correct ourselves and go. So when somebody is saying these two things are very much important, our learnings will be in two ways, direct evidence and indirect evidence. So always it's not needed to witness directly. Sometimes indirectly, whatever we are hearing, um, we are we are hearing and experiencing it. Through that also we learn. It's not needed always. We need to do the direct evidence. And here, uh, with a whatever we we go through with the direct evidence, when we get this eye related problem, we need to check our direct evidence. Are we good over here or not? So with by seeing many things, we change our perceptions. By witnessing, we change our perceptions, we change our actions immediately, and we move forward in our lives. We just won't stay over there. Like when you change your perception, you just won't be there. You just move forward in your life and experience things in a different way. And in our five senses, the Sarvendriyanam Nayanam Pradhanam, this plays a very, very major role to create a myth as well as to create a whatever myth we are carrying to come out of it also. This 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 part of our eye, this eye plays a very major role in our life. So whereas it comes to spiritual path, here we witness our third eye part. So here the third eye part means we see everything very um, we witness things very clearly through the visions. When you close your eyes for meditation, maybe through our vision we might experience a very clear guidance, or a very, very clear and beautiful sceneries where we haven't witnessed or haven't imagined in our lives. So somehow it really makes us feel there is something else beyond to it after closing our eyes. So that's when we start this journey of third eye. In this third eye, there are many things like through dreams, through intuition, telepathy, everything comes under this third eye zone. And when you witness the things and move forward in your life, the clarity of thought and the clarity of action, it it really changes a lot. Like maybe the perception also comes in that way. And you may see some visions, astral travel. You might we all experience this, the past life experiences. We could see our past life, and and in the day-to-day life, we see many coincidences, and we change our we take it as a guidance and move forward in our lives, right? So this is about direct evidence. See here, this third eye has three levels of the thing. Like one is like clarity, opening the third eye, and the perfection phase and the phase. So where we come across these things, this third eye becomes much more clearer and clearer. Like you'll be able to get all the guidance. Maybe initially we might feel that, okay, I need to get two or three times repeated things, then only I'm able to take the step. But once you get into this perfection stage, uh, you we always get this get this thing very easily. We'll interpret ourselves very easily and take the decisions, guidance, and just learn and come out of those things, whatever we need to learn. Okay, here it comes like our likes, dislikes, um, and attachments, detachments, everything comes into this picture actually. The way we look at the thing, it will change everything. So whereas it comes to indirect evidence. So whatever the knowledge we get through other people means I'm sharing something, I'm sharing now with you all whatever I know, whatever I experienced it. It is a indirect knowledge for you, indirect evidence for you. So when we listen to many speeches, uh, like maybe a message from other person. All these things comes under this indirect evidence. So when we get some problems related to ears, we need to check our hearing thing in the sense, whatever we are listening from others, are we able to take those things, or we are just listening to it, or it is not just going inside our ears, it is just passing by. We need to check those things. When we check and correct ourselves, automatically the ear related problems will go away. And basically, it's mostly the indirect evidence depends upon the Swadhyaya and Acharya Sangatya. The way the way we share, and the mentors, how they guide us, whatever they are saying, if we follow the same way, uh, by surrendering to that, will come out of this hearing related problems. Okay, and constant learning. We listen to the people and we learn. We listen to the speeches, we learn. We listen to the nice songs and we learn a lot from that song. Like how we can learn from the song. It will make you feel so good, so happy. And sometimes we just listen to the song. Sometimes we concentrate only on the music. Maybe song might be the same. Sometimes we just focus on the lyrics, and we when we listen to the lyrics, there is a deeper meaning within itself, and we learn out of it a lot. Like you're giving enjoyment to your ears, whereas it direct evidence, when you watch something beautiful, maybe be it a nature, be it a movie, be it a very uh, beautiful people or a beautiful dress. When you get dressed, witness yourself in the mirror, and that is a direct evidence that you are so beautiful. So in that way, we witness many things. Maybe they are very small, but we learn a lot from those things. And here, indirect evidence mostly depends upon this um, speech and writing phase. And the next one is dynamic and static. So here is a story again. Here is a story related to a scientist and a tribal people. When this a scientist, with the help of government, he goes to the tribal place, and whatever he experienced it, whatever he created. So he wants those tribal people to experience it and learn them very like adopt them as soon as he shows them, um, and he just want to make them experience all those things which are very useful. But these tribal people are very static. They can't adopt the change immediately. So when the scientist goes there, um, as soon as he reaches there, he started showing them whatever facilities he has, like for lighting up, maybe a fire pit. He used a lighter, and people were enjoying. At the same time, they're not able to understand what he's doing too. So within a few days of time, he tried to introduce everything to them. He tried to force them uh, to learn all these things. It is in his way. He's doing the good, but in their way, um, that is not acceptable in in their perspective, right? So what what people thought is this person is disturbing our culture, so we need to kill him here. So somehow the American government um, knew this thing, and immediately they moved him to some other place, and he saved his life. And after few months or a later of 1 year of the span, the same scientist, he goes there in the span of goes to the same tribal area again, but in the span of 1 year, he was just thinking, uh, like what went wrong, why they didn't accept me, why all these are very useful things, maybe a lighter, maybe something else, a knife or whatever it is, they are very useful, why they are not able to accept. Then he realized one thing, they are very static. At the same time, when they are in a very deeper need, I need to give it to them, not very easily, right? So, when he went to the tribal area next time, he started living his life along with them. It's not that, sorry, he started living his life along with them. Like, he started adopting their culture, their way of being, their way of eating food. So he started living along with them. At the same time, whenever they are in a need, he used to he used to offer them the help. Like when they are in a very dark place and they don't have, um, they're going to do like they'll for the fire, to create the fire, they need to uh, rub the stones to create the fire, right? So instead of that, wasting the time, he used to give the lighter. Then time they used to save a lot of time. So like that, whenever it is in a need, he used to give the uh, things, whatever need, wherever it is in a need, he used to offer the help. So in that way, whatever he created, he also started valuing them. So here, dynamism, it's related to cities where uh, people adopt the change very easily, but where the static people, it's related to villages. They can't adopt the uh, uh, like things very easily, right? They will take their own sweet time to do that. So where dynamic people should adopt this static quality, at the same time, static people should be able to adopt this dynamic quality too. So this is about this dynamic and static. If you have any questions related to these two topics, let's finish it off now so that we can move forward. Anything related to it.
Madhuri madam, like we can have questionnaire after the session. First, you complete it.
Okay, thank you. Sure. So our next topic is common sense and spiritual experiences. Here, as we are in this society, as we are in the society, what we do, society has its own way of few rules and regulations, right? So from that, there are few things where it it plays a role of common sense. So we take that common sense, uh, that common related stuff on an average, and we try to move forward in our life, right? We always be with that common sense. We need to implement this common sense in certain places wherever it is needed. We need to act along with it, right? So here, it's a combination of your expressions as well as the consciousness experiences too. Consciousness experience in the sense it's related to your spiritual experiences or with the awareness, whatever we are experiencing it, observing it, all those things comes under this thing. So it is a combination of these two things. Just give me a moment, please. Sorry. So it's a combination of two things, our expressions as well as our consciousness. Like as we as we keep on being in this path, our consciousness increases. Like each and every minute, it increases. It- Like our understanding changing, our way of being, the energy changes. Everything comes under this. Okay. So yes. So there is something called when we need to write an exam, we need to study. We need to do a hard work to pass in that exam. It's a it's in a common way, right? At the same time, in other sorry, yes. So it's a combination of all the souls, like from the baby soul to mature soul. So all the souls we live here, and in a very common way, we live here. We won't maybe some of our understandings are a little low, some of our learnings are very high, but we all live together in a common platform that is on the earth, right? So we try to balance and we try to come to a very common point and we live our lives, right? So here, whereas it comes to an example in a physical level form, if you see, if when we are studying, when we need to give an exam, we need to study hard and give an exam, and we'll get a result according to it, right? And whereas it comes to in the spiritual path, we can utilize our powers in the sense um, the futuristic related stuff. For example, when we take this exam alone, if it is a spiritual person, he'll try to witness the examination paper and he'll just give the all the answers right, and he'll get the uh, like he'll put his efforts only on that particular those uh, few questions, whatever he has seen in his meditation, and he'll experience the same thing in a physical form. He'll answer all these questions and he'll get the result out of it, like in a very easiest way, right? So here, hard work as well as the smart work. Both are two different things here. In a physical form, we do hard work, and in a spiritual form, we come to this conclusion. Uh, Sorry, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. uh, okay. Can who is the admin here once?
It's me, madam.
Yeah. I think I sent you a message. Can you please do that?
Okay.
Can you please check the message?
Okay. Okay.
Can we do this later, please? Maybe
Later.
later in the sense, maybe at the end, like when you finish your 11th day, the 12th day, I'm going to take the session. Is it fine?
Okay.
Can we please stop this recording? I mean, live.
Maybe I can continue if you don't mind.
Yeah. Please continue. Please
Yeah,
continue. No
let me
problem at
check.
all. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Somehow
It's okay.
I'm not feeling good.
Okay,
I'm
it's
so
okay. Let me
yeah.
download it.
Yeah. Please continue. Yeah. I can help you out to
Sure, sure. If
to
I get
scroll
stuck
down the
anywhere, like I
yeah. Sure. I can scroll down for you. Please continue.
so masters like here basically two tablets means like see whenever you encounter a situation, right? It's just using your awareness and wisdom to choose which path you feel free. Like suppose like you have a situation where you need well, I'll tell you an example. See, a husband when he's late from office, the wife has an option like has two options. One is like when he enters the house, right? She can question him, why are you late? And the other option she has in front of her is welcome him, offer him the lunch or I mean dinner or anything, and after settling down, she can ask the reason for being late. So she has two options in front of her. So one is be dynamic and one is be static. Similarly, in your life, right, like being in a middle path, like balancing both physical world and spiritual world, like we have always two options in front of us, like y junction kind of thing, so which one to choose. So there in those kind of situations you can use this two tablets wisdom, so which one to choose. So you can be static or dynamic, use common sense or spiritual sense. Now here common sense in the sense means like as Mohana Madhuri told, right, like we have come to this earth with the set of life design that like we'll choose everyone in our life, every situation in our life, and to play a important role, like to take a role of a mother, anything like a daughters and everything. So while playing roles and responsibilities, right, we'll be encountering with a number of people of different soul levels. So when we are in any situation to take a decision in when in a crowd, like in a group of people, then we need to go by a common sense. Like suppose, see, when we are in a spiritual path, right, so we'll be less devotional and more spiritual. There is a lot of difference between being devotional and spiritual. So when any one of us come, like when any one of us comes from orthodox family, and only you are spiritual and others are devotional, we need to use a common sense. Like in any situation, see, if I do meditation and if someone in my house asks me to come for to puja or something, I can't simply reject, right? So I'll attend it, just be there for 5 to 10 minutes and just come back. That's what there I'm using my common sense. Means we should like, that's what, like a common sense, because whatever decision we take in a group, right, it should not hurt others and it should not hurt yourself also. So that is meant by common sense. And spiritual experience and spiritual sense, see, again it's the opposite. Common sense means that will be used mostly in your physical world, and here spiritual sense means that will be used when you're within spiritual people. So when you're in spiritual people, you'll be less devotional, right? You'll be more spiritual. That in devotional means she'll be chanting mantras and all. But the next stage of devotional is spiritual. That is, after chanting the mantras, you'll be knowing the meaning of it and you'll be implementing it in your life. So you'll be mostly concentrating on implementing whatever you have learned. So that is what. See, so try to implement the spiritual knowledge based on the situation and based on the place where you are in. So it will be a common sense sometimes and it will be a spiritual sense sometimes. So that's what these two tablets, it's completely a decision making opportunity. Madhuri ma'am, can you add few more points or is it okay?
Yeah, I want to add one point here. Whereas it comes to this spiritual experiences, there is something called three stages of third eye. Then one is opening, completion, and perfection and completion. When we are in a starting stage, we'll be in these two stages, like opening and uh, making it perfect, right? In that stage where we like we carry, um, we get the guidance, but we always carry few doubts, maybe like, is it true or not? Or am I imagining these things? Maybe a dream or whatever it is, maybe a vision, whatever we see, we just feel that it is just maybe I'm I'm imagining. We won't believe it much. But when you get into this completion stage, whatever comes in your way, maybe in one go of the thing, you'll get connected with it and you'll start implementing it. And here, the main part is making it completion. And we are in a journey of opening. It's already done like we are doing this spiritual work, as well as we are doing this experiencing many experiences, all those things. Opening is done, but we are in a journey of perfection where we are exploring more guidance, taking it and coming out of our logical mind to take the guidance in one go. We are increasing our awareness to this spiritual experiences. At the same time, we shouldn't leave this common sense also, where we are being with a group in the sense it's our society. We are in a society. We need to maintain our relations. We need to be with the common people. Um, when we are being with the common people, we need to use our common sense. And when we are being with the spiritual people, we need to be like that. So as we are in the whole society of different levels of souls, we need to use our common senses at the same time spiritual experiences both together and balance it and carry for like learn our like move forward in our life. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. You want to you want to go ahead with the warrior and non-warrior?
Yes, yes, this is the next this is the next
Yeah.
one, right? So another set is warrior and non-warrior. So here, once like a spiritual aspirant, right? Once he enters into spiritual path, like he'll be seeking wisdom. He'll be doing meditation, seeking wisdom, everything like. But once, like, see, whenever you read a book, that's not the final thing, right? You need to implement whatever you have learned. So whenever you read a book, that will become a knowledge, but whenever you implement it, that will become a wisdom. So that is a way to make your soul progress. So the main aim of for us, for all of us to for soul progression, right? So to reach the higher consciousness, we all need the soul progression. But how will the soul progress? The soul will progress only through wisdom. So in the spiritual path, like once you start meditation and read books, it is that is not the final destination. You need to implement it. So like here, see, meditation will here, like meditation and spiritual tablets will give you a solution to all kinds of problems. We'll say that. So, but all kind solution to all kind of problems means like we'll be giving the knowledge, but once you implement it, then you'll be coming out of the problem, right? So that implementation part is a big major step that a spiritual aspirant should do it. So that is big, means what? Accepting yourself. It means like, see, if I'm having a problem, if I'm having any kind of problem, whether it is a physical problem, spiritual problem, a psychological problem, a social problem, it's completely my mistake, and I need to take a knowledge, and I have to change my path, and I have to change myself. So if I accept it, if I totally surrender my to all the conditions, and if, see, so if I totally surrender, right, then only I can accept the truth, and then only I can what implement what I have learned, so that it will help me to come out of the problem. So I should be a warrior, I should be like facing the problem, then only I'll become a warrior, right? So that is seeking truth, because the basic truth is I'm a soul, and I'm a soul and not a physical body. So soul means I have to give knowledge to soul. But how do I give knowledge to soul? I give knowledge to soul only with the help of problems, right? See, if I implement any solution to particular problem, then I'll be gaining wisdom. So means my soul will progress. So that is, so every spiritual aspirant should be a warrior. And similarly, like
Yeah.
who those who doesn't want to encounter any problems, face any problems, they'll be a non-warrior. So always we should be shift to non-warrior to warrior stage. See, actually, to this spiritual path, right? When we get a chance to move to spiritual path, then we have to enter the spiritual path. Otherwise, then there'll be a need which will be risen in our life to enter the spiritual path. So that need means it be a problem only. Like instead of welcoming the need, it is always better to be in the spiritual path when we like when we come to know about it. Madhuri madam, do you want to add anything to this?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming there. Yeah. In this warrior thing, a warrior fights with their own fear. their own they'll try to whatever they are lacking with the knowledge, they'll try to um, enhance it more. At the same time, um, the powers, whatever we invoke with the help of meditation, maybe being it a third eye, dreams, intuition, telepathy, maybe you might experience the energy differences, all those things. When we are misutilizing them, um, have to use it in a proper way. That is also we learn through this in this warrior stage. At the same time, uh, there is something called spiritual laziness. Once we done with fewer years of practice, maybe or few months of practice, or we might get into a stage where, okay, I'm done with everything. I'm doing a lot now. I shouldn't do anything now. That kind of a zone, we'll just go there. So, okay, going there at one step, it is good, but maybe being in that zone for a very, very, very long time, that is a big mistake. Okay. A big mistake in the sense you just be in that very zone where you feel very comfortable and you won't take another step to learn anything new. Here I'll share a few examples. I started a meditation session during the COVID time. So, in that process, I got introduced to many meditators and um, I started teaching them. So, it became like they all became like a family and they were very comfortable. At the same time, usually my point is I always focus on these things: meditation, book knowledge, and Sajjana Sangatya, especially the implementation part. I focus on those things. I'll enforce to teach them these things mostly. So, I mean, I make sure to teach them. So, once that is done, people started going here and there. Why? Because we need to be like a honeybee, right? So, once we are done with this thing, we just need to move ahead and experience the thing. But what happened is there are few ladies in it who are little older and they were very comfortable with me. I'm just hosting the session. They are enjoying it. This is they are practicing the meditation at the same time. They are. It's like they are in their own comfort zone. And after a certain time, after 3 years of span, it happened in a way. I was in my comfort zone. I'm not. I used to say no to everything. Whatever opportunity comes to me in a spiritual way, I always used to say no. And whenever the time arises, like the time comes there, I need to take a session now, I used to get irritated a lot. Irritation means irritation. I never understood why it is happening. I thought of stopping that session for a long time, but I'm in my comfort zone too. So I don't want to leave that comfort zone. Then one fine day, suddenly I got irritated and I just told them, uh, okay, this is the time now. We are closing this session. We are going to restart it. I'll let you know guys when I'm going to restart it. So when I stopped that, what is a when I stopped that and I started looking for other opportunity, I started growing. I started leaving my fears. I started leaving my spiritual laziness. Why? Because they all are older ladies. I used to carry their own energy. Um, Maybe I shouldn't say in that way, but as I'm stuck over there, that's why I I analyzed in this way. And once I stopped that, I came out of my spiritual laziness. and I started growing in a different way. I started experimenting. I started teaching to many other people. I extended my uh, sessions, everything. So we feel that, okay, it is going in a good way. People are very comfortable, this, that, but we won't realize that it could be a spiritual laziness too. So there are many things like that in our life, in our day-to-day life. We see all those things, but we may not be able to realize because we feel that is life is going in a good way. We won't even realize. We won't even try to come out of our comfort zone. So this warrior way, we try to fight with all those things, analyze everything, and try to come out of those things. So this really helps to become a warrior. And whereas it comes to non-warrior, they do all those things in a room. They meditate hours together. They read a lot. A lot means a lot. Maybe they would have read all the books related to the spirituality. At the same time, they listen to all the gurus, all the speeches. They Google a lot. They are very curious to know about the certain topics, everything. But they won't implement anything. They won't implement at all. Then there is a 0 point of it. As I don't know her name. Her name is saved in a different way. Uh, Africa something. I don't know what is her name. I'm so sorry about it. But she mentioned, right? Implementation is very much important, and um, that plays a very major role. When we are doing this meditation related thing, reading everything, um, it becomes we are gaining the information. We are just gaining the information about all those things. When we truly implement it, then only we'll understand what is the true essence of the wisdom. When we implement it, we'll gain the experience. Out of it, we'll create an wisdom. That is a wisdom. Whatever we are reading, that is not a wisdom. That is just a information which we are learning, which we are knowing. That's all. Indirectly, we are knowing all these things. See, in the indirect evidence, it is written as Swadhyayam, Acharya Sangatyam. Listening and reading is a indirect evidence, right? You're knowing the information related to it. With the help of information, we need to implement it. Then only we'll create an experience out of it, and will create a. It will become a wisdom. And where when you implement it, you'll have that grip in your way. Yes, you'll be able to do it. Though a patient God comes to us and does all these things, but he is not carrying anything from inside, that I need to give a soul knowledge to my soul, or I need to know myself, who I am. If they are not willing to, if they are not carrying this kind of a thing, whatever outer world related stuff, like this reading, meditation, everything, it might not give the 100% result to them. So we need to make them understand. You need to become a warrior. Then like from a non-warrior zone too, you need to become a warrior. So then when you become a warrior, you'll know how to handle all the situations, all the emotions which you are going through, right? So this is about warrior and non-warrior. And yeah, please, if you want to add more points, please you can add it.
Okay, madam, we can end the session here. I mean, if anyone has any questions, you can ask.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm so sorry. I'm not well a bit today, so I couldn't take the session as it is expected. I'm so sorry about it.
It's okay, ma'am. But
Yeah,
thanks, you continued, right? In
yeah,
spite of being
I
not well,
tried
you
my best.
continued it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you for the wonderful session, Madhuri ma'am. And
Yeah,
today I can
it's
see a
okay.
new participant, Lavanya. Can you please unmute yourself and
Hi, I am in US. My mentor told me to join, so I'm just joining. I'm already in a spiritual tablet session. I'm just
okay,
to reinforce my knowledge and to listen to Mohana Madhuri's speech.
okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for joining, but I don't know how many points I covered. Let's see.
Since it's awareness session only, right? So, I mean, if they are interested, like you can give them the English PDF, right?
Yeah, please. Yeah. Okay, friends. Thank you so much, everyone.
So, so thank you, Madhuri. Thank you, Madhuri ma'am, for the wonderful session. So
Yeah,
here only we have covered a few of them, and since it's an
yeah.
awareness session, so like if we have more people, right, then we can have an L1 session here in PM conducted by PSSM Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're from Africa?
No, I'm not. I'm from Vizag only.
Oh, you're from Vizag. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
right.
got it. Thank you so much for your support, actually. Otherwise, I wouldn't have continued.
So okay,
Suddenly,
actually,
it
I haven't
something
prepared yet.
happened. No problem. It's okay. But
But you
it's
still
really
manage
nice.
very
Very
well.
good support. Sorry? Somebody said something.
Usha ma'am, you were saying something?
Yeah. You said I didn't prepare well. Then I said still you managed well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Nice
Madhuri
to
ma'am.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome. Bye, everyone. Thank you.
So thank you, masters. Thanks for joining the session. We have uh, 4 more days. Sorry, 5 more days.
5 more days. Yeah.
Yes, which will be having like some basic topics covered. So all of you, please join the session. Thanks, everyone. Good night.
Good night.